There we go. I'll wait till a few people jump on. All right, tonight we're gonna definitely go live with Sheldon Box Truck. He's a major staple here in this trucking industry. So making sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Listen, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited about this mixer tomorrow. Listen, it's gonna be a wild event. I'm excited about it. We got a lot of people that's already purchased their tickets, man. That's coming to the event. A lot of names that y'all definitely want to be around, right? I'm excited to meet a lot of the people that's coming too. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. You can hear me? All right, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. My trucking family been supporting me. Y'all been supporting me a lot lately, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. That mixer, if you not coming to the mixer, you're going to miss it. We've never had a mixer like this. We've never had a mixer like this yet. I've never been around a mixer like this. It's definitely one that, you need to be a part of, especially if you're looking to get into this trucking industry. So I'm going to wait and see if we get Sheldon on here real quick so we can get to this live. Yeah. This trucking industry is growing. It's growing. It's growing. And it's projected to continue to grow for people that look just like us. And that's why we on it. That's what's important. I'm going to bring on Sheldon, the box truck coach. I know a lot of y'all know who he is, so we about to just bring him on. Yeah, let's see. Welcome. What's going on, big guy?
What's happening? What's happening, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you on here.
Absolutely, man. I remember the phone call. Why not support you? Why not? We need to support one another all across the board.
Absolutely. I said, we about to get the Mr. Sheldon himself in the room. I can't wait to meet you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I can't wait. Me and my wife, we extremely excited about the mixer, man. I think the way that you promoted it and the way that you did it, I think is excellent, bro. So that kudos to you for coming up with an idea like that.
I appreciate it. So listen, for the people who actually are on my page that might not know exactly who you are, which they should. They don't know who you are, and they definitely not a trucker. You know what I'm saying? But for those people, I want you to just take a quick second to introduce yourself so that they get familiar and comfortable with you.
Okay, so everybody that don't know me, they call me the box truck coach on social media. They call me Coach Sheldon. I've turned over 600 people into entrepreneurs. I specialize in starting a transportation company with no CDL, wow, in a box truck, cargo van, sprinter van. We done had 65,000 people come through our program over the last 2 years. And like I said, I think we might be close to 700 people that we didn't turn into entrepreneurs. In 2021, we produced 2 millionaires in their first year. 2 millionaires in their first year. One of them is called, name is Hassan Washington out of Chicago, Illinois. The other one is Diana Endurius, known as D3J. Right out of Atlanta. In 2022, we got 2 millionaires that's going to hit they're going to hit $1 million this year. That's Denise Wiggins out of North Carolina. And then you got Von Zale out of Dallas, Texas. So, man, we just doing it, man. We just, we love what we do. This is a ministry for me. But some of y'all don't know, I got 10 felonies, been to prison twice. Last time I went to prison, I went in at the age of 46 and got out at 55. I am now 61, and one of the things that my coach taught me, he said, if you want to make $1 million, teach somebody else how to make $1 million.
I love it.
He said, if you want to make $1 million yourself, teach somebody else how to make $1 million. And that's all we've been doing. We've been doing that, man. People started off with 1 box truck, now they got 3. 1 box trucks, now they got 20 cargo van lanes. 1 box truck, then they graduated to 2 semis. So I'm just grateful to be on this platform, especially my background. And the reason why I love telling that story, and I'm never embarrassed about it. And before I say what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you what God told me laying on my prison bunk. He said, if you're gonna work for me, you can never be a slave to what people say about you.
I love it. I love it.
He said, you can never be a slave to what people think about you or say about you. So just do my will and do that, and I'm gonna bless you. So that's what he's been doing, man. He's been blessing me and my wife and my team and my coaching clients.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, it's so important that we give back, right? You know, I always say that, you know, God is gonna put you in a position and you gonna watch and see what you do with it.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think he's proud of what you're doing. Matter of fact, I know he's proud of what you're doing. Your story is so interesting because it's a lot of people who they give up. 1 felony, 2 felony, think that there's nothing more they can do, but it is. You showing them that you can turn your life around, and not just for yourself, but more importantly, you ministering to a lot of people. And again, you know, God is using you as a vessel, as a conduit to really teach based on your experience and based on your past. We don't care about the past. We don't worry about the past.
And to piggyback on that, man, and I you know, I have a Monday morning manna prayer call sermonette every Monday, right at 8 a.m. And I tell people all the time, I tell ex-hustlers all the time, if you was plotting to rob somebody, you had to have thought and you had to think it out.
Right.
If you were selling drugs and bagging up drugs and you had workers, you had to think it out. You had to have thought. If you take that same energy,
I say it all the time. Go ahead.
If you take that same energy and transition to a legal product, the sky's the limit for you. Because you may not know, you are a CEO in the making.
There you go.
You are a CEO. You ain't no different from a Jay-Z that used to be on the block that once he got that break, he turned it into billions and billions of dollars. You are the same person. As soon as you realize that you are a boss and a CEO, you just doing it the wrong way. You put that energy in the right way, the sky's the limit.
Just change the product. That's all we doing is changing the product.
That's all you're doing.
That's all we doing. That's all we doing. Just change the product. If you can count, if you can break down, we ain't gonna talk, but if you can break that work down, if you can break that, if you can break that key down to a quarter key and flip that thing, shit, you can do the same thing with these trucks.
Absolutely.
And you don't listen. We don't worry about felonies with these trucks. They don't care about that, right? I think it's important that people really take heed to what you're saying, you know. And it's great that we can code switch and we can talk to different range of people, right? This trucking is for people if you got felonies and been to prison, if you've been to college, if you've been to the military. This trucking is wide open for any and everybody. You just got to want to put the work in. You just got to change your mindset, change the product, and get into this trucking industry.
Absolutely.
You live in proof of it. I think that's why I was so excited. You know, when you pick the phone up and say, yeah, I'll come to the event, I'll support. You know, I'll jump on the live and just let the people that follow me know that this trucking is for any and everybody that want to put the work in. It ain't easy.
This trucking thing is real, y'all. It's real, man. And the sad thing about it, we just finding out, us.
Right.
We just finding out. This thing is real. This thing is changing lives. This thing is creating generational wealth. If you do it right, man, you can, the sky's the limit. So yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So I know you offer mentorship. Tell them a little bit about your mentorship. How does it work if they want to reach out to you and tap into it? Because I'm sure that's going to pique the interest of a lot of people, your story and how many people that you've actually serviced over the last few years. How do they get in touch with you?
So I mean, for some of y'all that don't know who I am, you can go to our website, which is www.boxtruckcoach.com, boxtruckcoach.com. And then you can go to our Instagram page, Sheldon_BoxTruckCoach, Sheldon_BoxTruckCoach. We done been on TV. We done been on God Made Millionaires on the Word Network. We done did Social Proof Podcast. We done did Trucking Hustle Podcast. And we just did Ask Cash Podcast. We've been doing this since March of 2018, like I said. And we have courses that you can take if you don't want to involve yourself in coaching. But if you want the coaching program is right now we got it for $20,000, and we're giving a $5,000 scholarship, and it's $15,000, and you can we got a payment plan for you. We got a payment plan for you.
Okay.
So, you know, and then if you pay it in full, we give you a discount. But not to talk about money, some of y'all probably saying, and here's what a lot of people on social media are just now learning. Some people, it took them some time. Stop worrying about the money that you're giving somebody and look at it that you're investing in yourself.
Absolutely.
You're investing in yourself. And I like to give an example of, if somebody came to you that you trust and you believe in, like your brother or your mother or your father, and they said, if you give me $20, I'm gonna show you how to make 1,000. And you believe in them and you trust them, and you give them the $20 and they show you how to make 1,000. So for some of y'all that might think, well, if I give you that money, man, I'm all of my coaching clients are making $150,000 to $200,000 to $500,000 to $1 million for $15,000. So you think about it.
Right.
You think about it. And that's what we need to understand, that we are living in an age where a bachelor degree it's in the back now.
Right.
People, you can get information on social media now.
Right.
And people are going to social media to get information, and you ain't got to spend that money for a 4-year degree. Now, don't get mad at me. I ain't mad at you for having a 4-year degree now.
Right.
It's education. I ain't mad at you for that. But a lot of people ain't doing it that way now. They going to get their information from social media, and it's changing people's lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. By the droves. By the droves. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Listen, times is changing. And I tell people, first of all, this is why we put this mixer together, because we have a lot of people that's coming, like yourself, like myself, people who actually do mentor hundreds of people, right? The methods actually work. And so we wanted to do an upscale event because we wanted to bring out the people who was really taking this trucking serious. We could have sold the tickets for $50, $60. We wanted to sell them at a high ticket price because we wanted to bring a certain type of people under one roof. You got to be able to invest in yourself. If you can't invest in a rooftop mixer, click the link in the bio and sign up on the webpage. You want to get this ticket, keeptruckingtransportation.com. If you don't want to invest into a mixer or a training class or a mentorship program, but you think you're going to make millions, it's impossible. It's impossible. You have to take these classes. You have to take these steps. It's a reason why we're putting this information out there. It's the reason why we just did an ebook and gonna come up with another 9, right? It's the reason why we're putting this information out there in a bundle so that you can take it, you can dissect it, and you can learn and grow from it. You cannot get into this trucking industry if it's box trucks, sprinters, or cargos, like Mr. Sheldon does, if it's semis, like we work with, if you don't take on a mentorship. You have to invest in yourself. And when you look at people like us, we've already invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in ourselves. That's the reason why we are where we are, right? I know for a fact I spend over $3,000-4,000 a month on one marketing campaign, right? It has nothing to do with the other marketing that we spend for. So it's important that, again, you invest in yourself if you think you're going to get to that level. He made 4 millionaires in the last 2 years. I hope y'all didn't miss that. Do you think this man helped make 4 millionaires in the last 2 years if he didn't invest in himself? He had to invest in himself. He's the product. In order for you to invest in yourself, you got to be around the product.
You
That's
got to
just
be
how it
around the
works.
product.
That's
You got
just
to be
how it
around the
works.
product.
That's how it works.
And just to piggyback on that, I like to tell people that I took the staircase to the top.
Mm.
I'm gonna show you how to take the elevator to the top.
Take the elevator. Take it.
Because I
Take
made all the mistakes. So that's where a mentor comes in at. He didn't already made the mistakes. So he's gonna eliminate the mistakes that you're gonna make. He's gonna keep the stress level down to a minimum. And he's gonna keep you from spending additional money that you don't have to spend. Because
Absolutely.
if you don't know the game, you don't know the business, they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to have you spending this when you don't have to, spending this when you don't have to. And you got to have a mentor, man. You will be surprised. And I tell people this. Sometimes you won't understand the value of a mentor until you 3, 4, 6 months in, when you sitting beside somebody and you see they going through hell.
Right.
And you're like, what you going through? And they tell you, and then you like, man, coach, I skipped over that, man. I ain't had to worry about that, man. I ain't had to do that. So a lot of times you're not going to see the value until 3 to 6 months in. Like, man, this thing paid dividends, man. I see now. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. Understand this. When you are soliciting a mentor, right? You still got to put the work in. You still got to get up and do the work. The mentor is not going to do the work for you. He's just going to tell you which lanes to travel. Like you said, instead of taking the stairs, take the elevator. It took me 8 years to get to where I'm at. It don't make sense for you to take 8 years to get there. Just follow the blueprint. Just follow the blueprint. We got people in the room like Global Leader. Global Leader is a genius when it comes to these government contracts. The price of the ticket to get in this room just to be next to a Sheldon or a Global Leader or even myself, we could have charged $2,000-$3,000 for these tickets.
Absolutely. And
you got to understand.
And hey, Hal, he tough, boy. That young boy, he tough, boy.
Listen, if y'all don't know who Global Leader is, go ahead and follow him right now. If you really want to get into this industry and you really want to learn how to get that freight, you really want to learn how to get them government contracts, ain't nobody doing it even close to him. To be in the same room, to be able to sit down and have a conversation with him, it's priceless. So understand, when we put this event together, we wanted to make sure that certain people was in the room. This is not one of those events where you just see somebody speaking on a podium and you don't get a chance to walk up to them. We are accessible at this mixer, and that's why we wanted to put it together. When you start to get in these rooms with the right people and you start to attach yourself and align yourself with the right mentors, you can get to whatever height you want to get to in this industry.
And I'm going to say this. Boy, if you see me in that mixer tomorrow, boy, pick my brain. I'm finna give it to you. I ain't finna hold nothing back from you. I'm finna give it to you because that's what this event is about. And I do a free Q&A call every Monday. So I'm not selfish with information anyway. I've been doing that for over 2 years, a free Q&A call. I just give the information. But sometimes some people think that when you give free information, that you got it all, but you don't know what order it goes in. Right. You got to know what the order it goes in. So I can give you all the free information that you want, but you got to know how to apply it and when to apply it to make it work for you. So, but pick my brain when you see me.
Absolutely, and I appreciate you saying that, because that's the one thing I've been saying this whole time, is that the people that's coming, everybody is open to have these conversations. That's the point of being in this room, right? There's no egos. Everybody that's coming, it don't matter how many followers they got, how many classes they got, there's no egos. We're here for you. We're here for you, and I love it. I love that our people is giving back to our people. I love it.
Absolutely, bro.
I love it. I love it. I ain't gonna hold you forever. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you jumping on this live.
Well, brother, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. I'm excited about tomorrow. I will say that everybody, you can we got a challenge coming up Monday. We got a 4-day challenge, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Go to my Instagram page. You want to be a part of the challenge. The challenge is just going to give you the nuggets, the foundation of the box truck, cargo van, sprinter van opportunity that's out there. And I got people making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 a week doing this. So take advantage of the challenge, man. And I thank you, brother. Matty Daddy.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your
Absolutely.
time, Sheldon. I'm gonna see
All
you
right.
tomorrow.
See you
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir. Yes, sir. So real quick, I wanted to bring him on because he's got nothing but game, nothing but nuggets, man, nothing but nuggets to give. I appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate what he's doing for the trucking community. You know, again, the goal is to make sure that we're pouring back, right? That we're pouring back into our people. He's got he's got a lot of gems to give. Make sure y'all tuning in. And if you haven't purchased a ticket already, tap in. Tap in. Go ahead and click the link in the bio, or just go ahead and hit us on our web at keeptruckingtransportation.com. Of course, our event tomorrow comes with an ebook, right? The ebook is valued at $50, and it's the introduction to trucking. So if you're looking to get into trucking, you're not sure exactly what federal filings to file, go to our webpage, purchase the ebook, or just come to the mixer and we'll give you an ebook for free. All right, of course, we're gonna do some raffles, some giveaways at the mixer. The food is gonna be insane. The food is gonna be insane. If you purchase a ticket on here, jump on the live. Just send me a request and we just jump on the live. I like to hear why why my team purchased tickets. I want to know exactly what do they want to get out of this event, right? Again, Sheldon, good guy, humble guy. He's giving away a lot of game. He doesn't have to. He's doing it because that's just who he is. He and his wife are two amazing people. I love them because they're a team, right? And in this trucking industry, you got to make sure that you surround yourself with the right people. You have to have a team. It doesn't have to be a husband, wife, or spouse. It just needs to be somebody who you can actually bounce ideas off of, right? Somebody that you can actually grow with. It's important that you find you a team. I'm lucky to have a pretty big team, a pretty solid team. Admins, dispatchers, owners, owner-operators, drivers. I'm blessed to have that. And so it helped me scale. It helped me grow. And so a lot of times people say, well, how do you scale? Well, the number one thing is you have to have a team. You have to have a mentor. You have to take these classes. You have to invest in yourself. The problem is a lot of people don't want to spend before they make a profit, if that makes sense, right? You got to spend money. You got to spend money on the education. You have to spend money so that you understand how to circumvent a lot of these pitfalls. And we've been saying it over and over again, right? So if you want to come to this event, tap in, hit my DM, go to the web, purchase a ticket. I think we probably got about 3 or 4 left, maybe 3 left. I know earlier I had to beg for another 5 positions, for another 5 tickets. They gave it to me. So early we had 5. I know we sold 2 or 3, so it's probably about 2 or 3 left. And I'll double check when I jump off this live. But tap in though, definitely. I look forward to meeting whoever already purchased a ticket. If you purchase a ticket and you're on this live, go ahead and hit my request before I jump off here. I like to bring people on. I do. I just love the support. I love the support from the industry. I love to see the people just really coming together and supporting my vision and what I wanted to put together. And it just took off. It got to the point where it just became so much larger than I thought it would be. And I just started to see the different people reaching out, right? And the different people, somebody just bought a ticket. Somebody just bought a ticket on the web. Good stuff. Whoever just bought a ticket, I appreciate you. Hit my DM if you want to join in. But yeah, I do. I appreciate the love. I appreciate people really pouring into what this vision was when it first got started, right? And we're gonna continue to put on events. We're gonna continue to do these at least once a year, just to bring the people together, right? Bring all the resources in one room. Bring all the resources in one room, so that people can come in and they can. If you got 5 trucks, you want to go to 10, right? If you want to learn how to rent trailers, we rent a lot of trailers out. We buy a lot of trailers and rent a lot of trailers out. That's some easy, good money, right? If you're new and you want to get into dispatch, and if you want to get your CDL, I mean, whatever you want to do in this industry, there's somebody in that room, other than myself, that can help guide you and put you in position to do exactly that. To do exactly that. So after one more ticket sale, I'm gonna jump off this live because at that point we'll be all sold out. All right. So one more ticket. That's all we need, and I can jump off this live, and I can start my celebration. Because I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get started early. Box truck money, coach. He said, coach to go. Absolutely. It's a lot of people getting into this industry, the box truck route, which obviously he was saying that you don't need a CDL. If you have 26,000 pounds or less, anything over 26,000 pounds, you need a Class B CDL. Of course, for semis, you're gonna need a Class A CDL. But if there's a box truck, sprinter, or cargo, as long as you're not hauling more than 26,000 pounds, you don't need a CDL. And I think that's That's an easier way for a lot of people to get into the industry. We're seeing a huge and major influx in people buying that type of equipment. So if you're interested, make sure you go tap into Sheldon underscore. I think it's Box Truck Coach. Definitely a wealth of knowledge with him, man. I love his story. I love his story because what he been through at 46 years old. He went to prison till I think he said 55, right? Um, and now he's 61 and he got his life on the right track. And so, with that story, it's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late to get started. It's never too late to chase whatever dreams you have. It's never too late. For the people who have felonies, this industry welcomes you. You know what I'm saying? We hire felons all of the time. It's one of the things that I love to do because I love to give back. And the majority of our fleet, the majority of the drivers that we have felonies. And I think it's a good way to create sources of income in this industry. It's a good way to change the rate of recidivism, which means that you go back into the prison system after being released. It's a great way to change the rate of recidivism for people who look just like us by opening up these trucking companies and then employing people who needed that second chance or that third chance, right? He said he went to prison 2 times. I mean, he needed a third chance to get to where he's at. And now he's creating millionaires. He's had 65,000 people come through his schooling. Listen, he's got the receipts. I got the receipts. And that's really why we push so hard in this trucking industry. I've given away so many training classes for people who've been released from prison and people who are currently in prison. I've given away a lot of dispatch training classes, just giving them that for free, just giving them that opportunity to do something a little bit different with themselves. And so it's important that we continue to give back, especially to people, who look just like us. And listen, right now, we are affiliated with a factoring company. So if you're interested in getting some information about that, make sure you tap in. UCF Funding. UCF. It's an awesome factoring company, African American owned, minority owned. If you're interested in a factoring company, if you need a factoring company, if you don't know what a factoring company is, and make sure you DM me. I'm proud to say that they are a sponsor of this event. And so you'll hear more about it at the event if you're there. And if not, you'll see some footage from the event. Again, if you're looking for a factoring company, make sure you DM me the word factoring. If you're looking for a factoring company, DM me the word factoring. We'll make sure that we give you the link so you can link it with that factoring company. All right. A lot of people that get in this industry, if you get with the wrong factoring company, obviously, listen, the money moves these trucks, right? So you want to make sure that you're affiliated with the right factoring company. I've unfortunately dealt with a couple of factoring companies when I first started 8 years ago, and it was a disaster. You definitely don't want a factoring company holding your funds. So I'm proud to say that we are affiliated with one now. We are officially brand ambassador. We were going to break the news tomorrow at the event, but I just couldn't help it. I know there's somebody on here that needs factoring, that needs a new factoring company. This factoring company would definitely match or beat whatever rates that you're currently on, so that you currently have. So again, if you're looking for a factoring company, make sure you tap in. I'm excited. It don't seem like it. I'm a little tired. I've been running, getting ready for this event tomorrow, but I'm so excited that everything is really coming to fruition. Everything that we wanted to do at this event. I think one of the things that stood out was the fact that you get to this event, every person that you want to meet, if it's Sheldon, if it's myself, if it's Global Leaders, if it's She Trucking, whoever it is, we just walk up to them and have a conversation, exchange information, follow them on their web, follow them, check out their webs, follow them on IG, whatever it is. See you tomorrow, Ms. Moore. See you tomorrow, Ms. Tammy. Ms. Tammy will be in the building. If you don't know who she is, you better tune in and tap in. She's an amazing, amazing lady. Make sure y'all come into this event. If you haven't booked your tickets, go ahead and book it. It's 2 left. Be one of the 2. Be in the building. Again, if you haven't purchased the ebook, make sure you purchase the ebook. It's a lot of information in there. I tell people all the time in our private group chats, our private IG group chats, you got to get in the rooms. You got to get in the rooms. You just got to get in these rooms. That's how you grow. That's how you get to the next level. That's how you sustain in this industry. You got to be around like-minded people. Funding. We got funding at the event. Believe me, I think it's one of the only times that we've ever had funding actually at a trucking event where you can actually go to the event and leave with funding. So I want to know who's going to get one of these big checks tomorrow. If you need funding for your equipment, if it's broke down, if you need to buy new equipment, if you need equipment just to get into the industry, make sure that you tap into this event. Make sure that you tap into this to this event. If you're not following, it's Tammy Moore, Tammy dot. If it's Tammy dot Moore. If you're not following, make sure you click and follow. Make sure you follow. Listen, I'm screaming these names out because I'm trying to give y'all the information. I'm trying to put y'all on to the right people that's gonna get you to the next level in this industry. So when I say go follow them, go follow them. Sassy the Truck Boss, Sassy _ the Truck Boss, go follow. Go follow. I was scrolling to make sure I didn't have any questions. It don't look like I have any questions. All right. Make sure that y'all get this event if you need funding. Again, it's one of the only times that I've ever seen in 8 years that you can actually go to an event, right? You can link up with Judah, business. I think it's business capital funding, business credit. I'll put his IG down there. Judah will be in the building. He is responsible for the funding section of it. Listen, people are excited. Get to the event, get the funding. After you get the funding, if your credit isn't good enough to get the funding at a 680, we'll link you with a credit repair service. She'll be in the building. Her staff will be there. Get your credit fixed. If you already have good credit, sign up, get the funding. After you get the funding, we'll show you which trucks and trailers to purchase. You can lease on to a company like ours. We are accepting 5 more companies to lease on, and we'll run your equipment for you. And of course, it comes with constant mentorship, which is vital in this industry, right? So again, the number one reason why people aren't in this industry is because of funding. The second reason is because of knowledge. If we're providing the funding and the knowledge, you just can't lose. So make sure you tap in. Make sure you tap in. If you need funding, DM me the word funding. If you're looking for factoring, DM me the word factoring. All right. The name of it is Business Course Academy. Business Course Academy. All right. Let's see if I can pin it. This is who we partner with for your funding for the event. Let me see if I can pin it real quick. Pin a comment. So it's pinned in a comment. Business Course Academy. Go follow, DM me or DM Business Course Academy. The word funding if you're looking for funding. All right. Two-Face said, can't wait, bro. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. I know you're on your way here now, so that's awesome. And hopefully we can get some funding for you. You got one of those great stories that I was able to tell and kind of let the trucking community know. Let the trucking community know your story is a great story. You can click on my page. You can see the live that we went on about 3-4 days ago. He was on there. He got his tickets. He's on his way to Atlanta for this funding event, this rooftop funding mixer. I can't wait. I can't wait to see y'all. Listen, Business Course Academy for your funding. DM him the word funding or myself. Make sure you DM the word factoring if you're looking for a factoring company. And if you haven't already purchased your tickets, you got to go ahead and purchase it now. All right. There will be no tickets sold at the door. So if you're going to get your ticket, make sure you get it now. I see my sister just joined. What up, sis? It's good to see you on here. Yep. And if you have your tickets, check your email. All right. If you have your tickets already, you should have already received the email for the rooftop private event so you can get the address, directions. Also, there's a video. If you're looking for funding, click the video in your email. Watch the little 10-minute video. It's going to explain to you how the funding works. So when you get to the event, all of that's taken care of. All right. So again, for those who have purchased the tickets, check your email. We have a couple different emails that we sent out. One is the location. Of course, it's 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Business casual attire. Make sure that you check in your email so that you understand the directions. And once you get here, how to actually get access to the building. Please do not DM and call because I will not be at my phone. So again, check your emails, follow the instructions on your emails. Click the video, watch the video. If you are trying to get some funding in the building, make sure you watch the video first before you get to the event. Again, if you're looking for a ticket, keeptruckingtransportation.com, keeptruckingtransportation.com. Make sure you click on that link right there, and it'll take you directly to the web page where you can purchase your tickets from, all right? As well as your ebook and everything else that's on the dispatch training class, October 29th. If you're looking for dispatching, click that link and sign up for your dispatch on October 29th. All right, anybody got any questions before I jump off this live? This was a quick one tonight. Sheldon was on fire. Listen, I want to bring him back on here. I enjoy speaking with him. So I'm looking forward to speaking to, a few people that's coming to the event, like really looking forward to meeting them. And everybody else that's coming to support, I'll make sure I stop what I'm doing and spend this entire 4 hours tomorrow answering any questions that you have, right? Giving whatever advice that you may need, whatever mentorship you may want to sign up for, we'll sign up for you right there at the mixer. Whatever questions you have, write your questions down before you get there so you can maximize those 4 hours, right? Make sure that you know exactly what questions you have. Write them down, put them in your phone. So when you see me, we can just run off the answers to whatever questions you have, right? That's the point of being in this mixer, is to have access to myself and everybody else that's in the room. Everybody that I personally invited in the room understand that they came for one reason only, and that's to give out information. That's to provide resources. That's exactly what we are here for. Every person in our room, you walk up to them, you feel comfortable. We're going to have a good time. We're going to eat. We're going to drink. We're going to laugh. We're going to listen to some good music. Got the celebrity DJ Princess Cut from 107.9. She's in the building. Celebrity Chef's in the building. So we're going to feed you and make sure you have a couple of drinks, and we're going to get you some information. We're going to make sure that we feed your mind and your soul too. So you got to tap in. You got to tap in. This event is put on for you. It's not for us. It's not for us. Just so that you can get whatever knowledge that you came for. We're gonna make sure that you leave with it. Red Fox 1967, how you doing? Sassy Truck Boss, what's going on with you? Pac-Man, what's going on? D Money Laid Back, what's going on? Truck and Remove, what's going on? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Two-Face, let's get to it. I can't wait to see you. I'm just screaming out names of people I know already got tickets and gonna be in the building. Again, check your email. If you bought a ticket, check your email. Check your email so that you can have the location. It is a private location, so it's not like you can just easily Google it, right? Check your email so that you can have access to the event, and that you can actually watch the video that was sent in reference to getting funding. You will get funding if you have a 680 or better credit score. We are providing funding on the rooftop. On the rooftop. Business Course Academy. Go ahead and tap in with Business Course Academy. Hit the word funding in their DM. If you haven't received the video, we make sure you receive the video. If you come into this event, make sure you take advantage of this event and get the funding. If you see Global Leader, tap them on the shoulder, have a conversation, get the resources, get the resources. Ask those questions. I want everybody to leave this event saying, damn, this was a damn good event. This money was well spent. This money was well spent. 722 Rio, what up? What up though? What up with you? Take advantage of the access. A lot of us, it's hard to have access with us. I will tell you it is. It's hard to have those one-on-ones. It really is, especially if you haven't booked a consultation, especially if you haven't paid for a mentorship. It's hard to have access, and we're giving you access. That you're going to spend 4 hours in the room and you're going to have access. You're going to have access to a bunch of people that's doing well in this industry in their own lane. To have that much access for 4 hours for a $500 ticket, I can't explain enough to invest. Screwface said, hey, listen, he said he getting there by hook or crook. He on his way. He on his way to Atlanta. Never been to Atlanta. He going to have a ball. We're going to make sure that we make sure you have a ball, Two-Face. We're going to make sure you have a ball. I've been talking to him since we did a live. He jumped on the live a few days ago. And it was a dope live. It was an emotional live. And it really showed me, like, the importance of trucking. Everybody talk, money is money. Okay, we ain't talking about money. The importance of trucking goes so much further than money, right? It's giving people the opportunity to have some of their time back, right? And it's okay to work a 9 to 5, and it's also okay to build a business as well, right? Getting your time back, being able to travel, being able to do things that you've never done. More importantly, being able to pour back into people, being able to see someone in one situation and you pour into them, and then you watch them change their environment. They change their situation. They change the way that they view the world, right? It's important that we use this trucking, and I love it. We use it as a vessel to do something a little greater, right? Like the goal is to be greater today than we were yesterday. The goal is to be greater today than we was yesterday, and the way you get there is by mentorship. It's by developing good spending habits. It's by developing good investment habits and learning what to invest in. You know, what type of trailers to invest in. How do I maximize the return on my investment? To get in the room with somebody who's had businesses for over 12 years is worth the ticket. To understand how to run a business. You know, trucking is one thing, but learning how to run a business is another thing. Anybody can go buy a truck and a trailer, but can you run a business? Can you sustain when times get rough? Do you know how to pivot and when to pivot, right? That's the part of trucking that we like to preach to our people. That's the information that we give. See, I done bought a lot of trucks and trailers, and I've actually sold a lot of trucks too. Why? Because it was the time to sell. If I spent $30,000 on the trailer on a truck, but I sold it for $80,000, and I ran it for 4 or 5 years, that's the business side of this. And everybody don't understand the business side. Everybody don't understand how to pay a driver, what amount to pay a driver, right? Is it by the mile? Are we paying them a salary? Are we paying them by the load? Like, you got to understand the way business works before you just jump into the trucking industry. And if you don't understand how business works, then that's why you need a mentor. That's why you need to lease your equipment on with a company like Keep Trucking Transportation, who's going to show you how to run that truck and trailer. That's the important of leasing on. I get people with CDLs all the time. Hey, man, I think I want to get my CDL and just buy a truck. Are you going to lease it on? Because if you buy a truck and you don't lease that truck on with a company that knows how to run that truck, how you gonna factor it? How you gonna factor that load, right? What federal filings are you filing to make sure that you stay compliant? What lanes are paying the better rates? You got to align yourself. What mechanics do you have? Where are you gonna go get the cheaper tires? We got plugs on tires. We got plugs on mechanics. We got plugs on factoring. We got plugs on the plug. We got plugs on the plug. How you gonna sustain in this industry with a truck or trailer and a CDL? You got to get the knowledge first. If you never had a business and you think jumping into trucking is gonna be easy, trucking is the hardest business that I've ever had to learn and grow and run. It's the hardest business that I've ever had to understand and run out of all the businesses that I had and still have. So if you think you just gonna jump into trucking and you've never even managed a business before, and you're gonna do it without classes, training, mentorship, consultations, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You got to get in the rooms with the Sheldons, the global leaders, the Mike Nelms, the Keep Trucking. You got to get in the rooms with the Sheet Trucking. You got to get in rooms with the Three Rivers. You got to get in rooms with the Sassies, with the Fabs, with the Eds. You got to get in a room with these people, with the Britneys, with the Box Truck Shorties. You got to get in that room with these people. That's all going to be at the event. They're all going to be at the event. They're all going to be at the event. We're putting some of the most prolific heavy hitters in trucking all in one room, and we're giving you access to them. You got to follow the blueprint. You got to follow the blueprint. We giving it to you. We packaging it up, and we giving it to you. And it's upscale, and it's on the rooftop, and it's a beautiful event. And the food's good, the drink's good. Just come out. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I'm tapping out. I said I was going to get on for 30 minutes. I've been on for 48 minutes. 48 minutes. That girl, Nay. What up, Nay? She's on the team. She's on the squad. She's part of the team. I love when I see my team tap in. I love when I see my squad tap in. She'll be in the building. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm about to get off. One last thing. Make sure y'all following NFOT, New Face of Trucking. Make sure y'all follow New Face of Trucking. If you're not, tap in. A lot of those people I just named is actually in that group, is actually on that page. The resources are coming from that page, so tap in. I'm doing some big things with NFOT. So make sure y'all tap in. She always call me the boss, man. Hey, boss, man. All right, I'm out. Y'all need me, hit me in my DM or leave a message on the web, and I'll make sure I respond, all right?